Hello everyone, we are Group 1. With the change of the global environment, the demand for green space in cities is getting higher and higher, and the government pays more attention to the development and management of green areas. For this project, we focus on two aspects, green open space and urban heat. The core idea is to alleviate the urban heat island effect by building and transforming green open space. And next, for the literature review, Anderson and colleagues' 2019 studies have shown that open spaces, including green and blue spaces, can mitigate adverse impacts of climate change, such as the urban heat island effect, thereby improving well-being and health of residents. As for the factor affecting design and planning, Xue and colleagues' 2017 studies that green density, green space enclosure, and use behavior are closely related to outdoor microclimate conditions. Also, Lin and colleagues' 2020 maintained that for blue regions, the cooling benefit of water is affected by area and shape. So it is recommended to design compact square or circular water areas. In addition, Clury Cooper and others 2020 pointed that full consideration should be given to spatial, economic, and social factors. Therefore, in terms of design and planning, urban green public spaces can be designed as leisure spaces for urban residents, making full use of the space according to local conditions, including blue and green infrastructure, while providing various ecological services and mitigating the urban heat island effect.
Target site is located on Gilchrist Drive, Camperdown, with Western Sydney University is in the northwest, MacArthur Station and MacArthur Square in the south. In this big green area, there are Camperdown Plain land snail and the Camperdown Plain woodland need to protect in the red circle area and the blue circle area.
The site is located in MacArthur Garden North, surrounded by Western Sydney University, Turf, MacArthur Square, and the station. Following the master plan of Lancome, the site has over 13 hectares of open space in southwest direction and residential area in northeast direction. According to Lancome, the site is dealing with 6 main aspects, including improving infrastructure, affordable housing, improve urban greening, reduce urban heat, and build green open space. For this group design, the original Central Park turns into a residential area. The opposite area will be large open space with blue and green spaces, which will also provide an efficient connection to the surrounding areas.
About planning context, according to the report called the Current and the Future Impacts of Climate Change on Housing, Buildings, and Infrastructure from the Parliament, public spaces in greenfield development will need to provide greenery to address urban heat. The New South Wales Department of Planning and Environment, according to the two important Premier's priorities, set a series of policies and regulations which could reduce the urban heat effects. The Green Public Spaces, which is one of the main arms of the New South Wales Department of Planning and Environment. And there are few policies and regulations which push this action, which want to provide greater access to quality green, open, and public space closer to home. And there are 3 policies specific to how to do that, such as balanced oxygen and carbon dioxide extra.
We made a social analysis mainly from State Environmental Planning Policy and Cape-Breton Local Environmental Plan. According to the Cape-Breton Local Environmental Plan, we designed to maximize policy access. Care should be taken in the design to minimize disturbance to the natural hydrological system caused by the development and to minimize or appropriately manage soil salinity resulting from development. Thus, preserving the area and the rapid corridor and retaining remnants of native vegetation in the residential and commercial areas. preserving and enhancing the biodiversity of the area, to provide for land use competition with the ecological system cultural value of land in the zone, facilitating public enjoyment of these areas.
According to the previous investigation, we have a preliminary design based on master plan because there are natural species that need to be protected in the red circle and the blue circle area. We put the open space below the residential area. This is a top view of open space. Because the irregular space is more beneficial to elevate the urban heat effect, the shape of the open space we designed comes from the combination and the deformation of many circles. This space is roughly divided in 2 levels. The number 1 purple area is the base of the whole space, which connected the nearby residential areas with the open space and bears the facilities of the whole space. We intend to use the ground materials with strong permeability to lay in this area. The second area is a long corridor, the top of which is covered with plants. This green space not only provides shade for people, but also permits air circulation. The third area is a blue space, and we have adapted to the cascade structures. People can enter the blue space from the second circle and follow the steps to the left, can walk down to the smallest circle area, and follow the steps to the right, can walk up to the larger space. This space has steps and a shallow layer of water for people to play with, and also effectively permit the water circulation. There is also a circle of seats for people to rest next to the blue space. Number 4 is the children's playground with some facilities for children. Area number 5 is a rolling platform slightly above the ground, where people can rest, relax, and enjoy the nearby sensory. The last area number 6 is an hanging ground, and people can walk up the hanging ground from the 2 slope paths of the viewing platform. The green area in the middle is the plant area, and the yellow area around is a walking path. The 2 hanging gardens are connected by a long winding walking path. Standing at a high place, people can observe the fresh air. Near the railway, we also built a transparent net fence, which not only protects people's safety, but also did not block people's vision, and the space was still open. And these are some precedents for our designs.
In conclusion, in order to deal with urban heat, the open space design mainly designed with cascade water platform, hang garden, and green shade corridor. These green and blue spaces will play an important role in reducing urban heat to provide a livable community. This is the end of the presentation. Thanks for listening.